Leipzig Airport is one of Europe's top 5 cargo hubs, with annual freight volumes of over 1 million tonnes. Mario has worked in the industry for over 15 years and is now Head of Business Development Cargo at Leipzig. Mario, thank you so much for joining us today at Air Cargo Europe. What are your expectations this week?
I've been in these occasions before at these exhibitions, and my expectations are pretty much of what the day has proven already. To have very interesting talks and conversations, and hopefully start future projects via our airport as well.
And can you briefly describe the strategy for developing cargo at Leipzig?
We are an airport which very much takes the community approach. So my aim is to really make it very easy for our air cargo community around the airport, maybe a little bit further afield as well, to do business via our platform airport. And maybe if I can describe very briefly, we have a small business team which offers certain services that helps our forwarding agents to use our airport, such as organization of transportation coming to and leaving our airport, and all the typical classic handling services as well.
So would you say this community spirit is extremely important?
It definitely is. You may recognize the fact we're not the largest airport in Germany or Europe, so there may be a little bit more work that we need to do to attract the business and the cargo. And so far the response has been very, very good.
And what, in your opinion, is the most difficult challenge for European airports?
There is one section which is a real challenge, I think, for almost all the European airports, and that when it comes to organizing ad hoc charters. If you talk to other airports in Germany as well, they will tell you the same thing. It does take quite a while to get the approvals from the German aviation authority to set these up. Some competitive airports in other regions at the moment have an advantage there. But we are in close talks with our authorities, and hopefully we see an improvement soon.
So you mentioned digital. Has social media affected your operation?
Well, in regards to helping us in sales and development, we have been using it for quite a while just to get our message across. And but in terms of digitalization or IT support, I'm referring more to systems that help us send shipments to and from China, for example, in a much easier way, by customs authorities correspondent to one another. For example, this is more what I was relating to. But I would like to see this in a much bigger scheme, to be honest.
What does Air Cargo Europe, this show, what does it do for you?
It actually helps us to get in touch with a lot of clients or prospective clients. We have 3 very exciting projects that we're working on at the moment. One of which has to do with our newly opened, upgraded cruise center facilities. We just opened last week, and we just finished GTP certification. We're very proud of that. It is something which we develop and which we open up in direct response to the requirements of shippers around our airport and forwarding agents as well. And there we also take a community approach when it comes to further certification. We're pursuing CEIV certification, but not only for the airport, but for key players of the air cargo community to get certification for the whole community.
What's the competition like for you in the cool chain sector?
Every airport can be a partner by creating traffic back and forth, but can also be a competitor. So to be honest, in Europe, the distance between the different airports are quite low. So everybody is essentially a competitor as well.
But obviously with this CIV certification now, you're highly regarded.
Definitely. Yeah. We will be included into networks of other CIV airports already. And it'll help us attract more business with carriers like Airbridge Cargo, who will attract additional business by using our facilities and being a business enabler again.
The pharma sector has become so successful. How difficult is it to operate a successful cool chain?
There's a lot to it, to be honest, because there are procedures which are worldwide recognized and you have to adhere to, which cover the whole cool chain. Now that's the reason why we just opened up an upgraded cool center at Leipzig, which can hold the cargo from a whole 747 freighter. I'm very proud of it. Just on last Friday, we achieved GTP certification, and we are now pursuing CIV certification as well. But it's not only we're not only doing this for this warehouse, for the cruise center, but we very much follow the community approach, where we have participants from the whole cargo community in regards to such as forwarding agents or airlines like Airbridge Cargo who fly to Leipzig on a regular basis. And if we can, we would like to include shippers as well. I'm not sure if we're able to do that, but this is something where we sort of share the burden as well. That makes it easier to operate the cool chain.
And how do you perceive the progress since this CIV certification?
It's actually taken off quite well. Kind of following this for the last 2-3 years. In Germany, we're going to be only the 3rd airport pursuing this. But I've seen other airports, and hats off to them, increasing their tonnage in business because of this program. And I'm aware of the fact that the next step could then be the Pharma.aero program, which is very interesting to us as well.
Excellent. Mario, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you very much for having me. Really appreciate it, and all the best.
Thank you.